After the crisis on Infinite Earths, Batman's universe was never the same. It wasn't just about a guy in a bat suit anymore, but about a real family of vigilantes, allies, and even cops who carried the weight of Gotham on their shoulders. Today, you're going to meet all the members of the Bat family post-crisis, and you'll see that each one of them was key in keeping the city standing. Batman. The post-crisis Batman was a reinvention that defined a whole generation of readers. Bruce Wayne stopped being just the dark vigilante and became even more complex. Unlike previous versions, he was portrayed as an obsessed, extremely human man, but also more flawed and traumatized. This approach gave us a Batman who was more tactical, colder, and even more distant from other Justice League heroes, almost always preferring to work alone or just with his family in Gotham. It was during this time that we saw iconic stories like Frank Miller's Year One, which redefined his origin, and The Killing Joke, which showed just how much the Joker could destroy lives by hitting at the heart of the hero. This Batman wasn't just a masked avenger. He became a true urban legend, someone who struck fear even in the most insane criminals. And most importantly, in the middle of all this darkness, it was this Batman who brought the Bat family together and kept them united. Whether it was taking in orphans like Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, and Damian, or trusting allies like Alfred and Gordon, Bruce became not just the Dark Knight, but also the pillar of a legacy that would stand the test of time. Nightwing. Dick Grayson was the first Robin, but he was also the first to prove he could shine outside of Batman's shadow. When he took on the identity of Nightwing, he stopped being the sidekick and became a full-fledged hero. Quick like no one else, a natural strategist, and with an unshakable sense of justice, Dick built his own career in cities like Blüdhaven, where he fought crime without needing Bruce Wayne's cape. His dark uniform, combat sticks, and those iconic wingdings became his signature fighting style. But what really defines Nightwing is his leadership ability. He's the one who led the new Teen Titans and often served as the bridge that kept the Bat family together. Unlike Bruce, Dick is more open, human, and inspiring. A hero who, even with scars from the past, managed to create his own identity. In the post-crisis Bat family, Nightwing represents growth, independence, and above all, the hope that the Bat's legacy isn't just about pain, but about overcoming it. Red Hood. Jason Todd was the second Robin, but his tragic fate changed the Bat family forever. He started out as an impulsive, rebellious young guy, way more aggressive than Dick Grayson. His brutal death at the hands of the Joker in A Death in the Family left deep scars on Bruce and on the Bat's legacy. But Jason came back from the dead, and not as the same kid. He returned as the Red Hood, a ruthless anti-hero who didn't hesitate to kill criminals. His rage, combined with combat skills and heavy weaponry, made him a feared figure in Gotham. Even with his extreme methods, Jason never stopped being part of the family. He represents the darker side of Batman's legacy. Proof that the war on crime can destroy even those who swear to fight for justice. Red Robin. Tim Drake is known as the prodigy detective of the Bat family. Unlike the other Robins, he wasn't chosen by Batman. He figured out the Dark Knight's identity on his own. After Jason Todd, Tim was the one who brought hope back to the Bat's side. Over time, he took on the identity of the Red Robin, adopting a tech-based suit and an even more strategic approach. Smart, meticulous, and with a brilliant mind, Tim proved that he's the natural successor to Bruce's investigative side, balancing courage with logic. He's the logical heart of the post-crisis Bat family, always trying to unite the allies rather than letting them split apart in the shadows. And before we reveal the next member of the Bat family, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because there are still a lot of amazing heroes coming up. That way you won't miss any videos, and you'll help our nerd community keep growing. Robin, or Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne is the biological son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, and the grandson of Ra's al Ghul. Raised by the League of Assassins, he was trained from a young age to be a fighting machine. When he took on the mantle of Robin, he brought with him an arrogant, violent attitude, full of internal conflict. Even though he's young, Damian is a prodigy in martial arts and strategy. His relationship with Bruce was full of tension, but also growth. Little by little, he learned to balance his killer heritage with Batman's sense of justice. In the post-crisis Bat family, Damian represents the struggle between blood and choice, showing that even someone born to kill can choose to become a hero. Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon is one of the most iconic figures in the Bat family. As Batgirl, she showed bravery and skill, fighting crime alongside Batman and Robin. However, her life changed forever after being shot by the Joker in The Killing Joke. Even though she was left unable to walk, Barbara was reborn as Oracle, the team's strategic mind. Smart, a brilliant hacker, and a natural leader, she began coordinating missions, gathering intel, and guiding heroes in the field. In the post-crisis era, Barbara represents resilience, proof that even in the face of tragedy, it's possible to reinvent yourself and keep fighting for justice. Batwoman KANE. KANE emerged as one of the most notable additions to the Bat family post-crisis. With a military background and being Bruce Wayne's distant cousin, she decided to wear the Bat symbol not because of Batman's influence, but because of her own conviction. Her version of vigilantism is tougher and more militarized, reflecting her training and discipline. With an imposing suit full of red, Batwoman became an intimidating presence in Gotham. She represents diversity and strength within the Bat family, showing that the Bat's legacy goes beyond Bruce and his sidekicks. It's a symbol that inspires different ways of fighting for justice. ALFRED Pennyworth. More than just a butler, ALFRED has always been the heart of the Bat family. A former military doctor and Bruce Wayne's confidant, he became the father figure Bruce lost in his childhood. In the post-crisis era, ALFRED not only took care of Batman's physical wounds, but also his emotional ones. He was the voice of reason amid Bruce's obsession and a trusted advisor to all the family members. Without ALFRED, the Bat family wouldn't have balance. He represents humanity, affection, and the bond that keeps everyone united in the darkness of Gotham. So, did you enjoy getting to know all the members of the Bat family post-crisis? This legacy proves that Batman was never alone in the fight for Gotham. But now the big question is, what if Batman had a lantern ring? Click on the video in the end screen and let's explore this crazy idea together.